Let me park right quick. Oh shit, I just stopped in the road. Somebody could have just knocked me out. Let me park over here so y'all can hear this conversation right quick before I go to this post office. People are so funny. So listen, let's park right here. Let's do a backup. Boom, there we go. Oh yeah. Hey friend, hey. Okay. Oh, I wanna like beast my car out. Okay, so anyway, so look, you must be in a Tesla. No, I just know how to drive. So look, I made Messy Monday, right? And I was talking about a situation, and I guess a lot of people enough didn't like what I said. And the one thing I don't like about people, when you don't agree with them in a topic that they're so passionate about, they don't hear everything. They hear the first part that they didn't like, and then they'll tune out everything else. Like, if you say one little thing at the beginning that they didn't like, or in the middle that they didn't like, or at the end that they didn't like, they forget everything else you said, and then they'll start to twist your words, and they will like form it into something that you didn't say. And a lot of people do that. That's why I say people don't know how to comprehend. They like to just hear shit. They don't comprehend what you're saying. Take yourself out of your feelings, and take yourself out of being angry or a past trauma that you've been through, and hear somebody else's perspective, and maybe you can understand, grow, and heal from your hurt if you would stop always just sticking in that hurt. And a lot of people, when we get hurt with certain stuff, we will not want to hear somebody else's point of view, and just be like, no, because I've been through this and I've been through that, you can't speak on this, or because I've been through that, you just don't understand, or da-da-da-da-da. But sometimes when you've been through shit, you're taking it off of your point of view and don't want to hear shit anybody else gotta say. So anyway, I was talking about the Kel Mitchell situation with his daughter, and somebody had sent me something today saying, did you hear that lady talking about you? I'm not gonna listen to her video because, girl, I don't care about her video. Honey, I don't know who you are. And one thing about Zoe, I don't argue. Bitch, that's one thing I don't do. I don't argue. I don't make rebuttal videos. I don't do none of that stuff because I'm not into drama, and I just don't do that. So yeah, somebody sent me the video. I didn't watch it. So I was talking about Kel Mitchell, you know, the guy from Good Burger and, you know, Nickelodeon and all that. And his daughter, for those who don't know, and y'all are right here listening, the daughter, she said the daddy had left the family when she was 5 years old, right? He left them when she was 5. Now, when you're 5, you're more so leaning on towards your mother and stuff, because that's when you're in your nurturing stages as a child. Like, you're like, you love daddy, daddy's there, daddy's your daddy, but it's more so like that's your nurturing years where you're around your mama. And she said her dad was gone for 10 years. So when she turned 15 is when he was trying to come back, right? So he left when she was 5 and came back when she was 15, okay? So around that time is when you really are like, your daddy is finna start stepping in. You know, that's like when they start teaching you life lessons, goals, and this and that. And, you know, but it always is good to have your mother and father always. Because sometimes, you know, you do need that hug from your daddy. You do need that love from your daddy growing up as a child. You do. You know, so that's why it's good to have both of your parents. But if you don't, it's all right. Things happen in life. It doesn't make you less than as a child. So anyway, the daddy had left when she was 5, came back, tried to come back when she was 15. So he's coming back, and when he came back, the daughter is upset now because the dad told her why he left. And he told her why he left was because of, you know, the mom and him got a divorce. And what kids don't understand is, you don't know at that age 5 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you don't know what could have been going on with them. You don't know if they were cussing each other out. You don't know if Every time they tried to discuss a situation, it was an argument. You don't know this. You don't know this. Divorces can be very ugly. Divorces can be very toxic. Divorces can be horrible. It can drive you insane. So sometimes you just part ways because you just don't want to deal with anything. And it's not the child's fault. It's not your fault that you got to get put in the middle of bullshit because of your parents. But the point is, sometimes everybody's not capable of dealing with stress. They'll just rather walk away and say, fuck it. A lot of people will say, fuck it, just whatever. Have the child, have this. And it just happens, okay? So anyway, he came back, and when he came back, the daughter, when she went live, she went on her TikTok. She was saying crazy stuff, calling him an asshole, saying that he owes her mama this because when they got a divorce, he took the house or whatever the case may be. Her mama had to go through all this trying to, get them somewhere to live, and they were homeless and this and that. But when I was looking at the video, you weren't homeless because you're in a house. It may not be your house, but you're in a house. And then your mom and dad, that's granted, he may have taken the house, but your mom, she's an adult now. Life happens. Life happens. It's sad she had to go through that, but life happens. You can't blame your dad because he worked hard to become an actor. Whatever your mom worked hard to become, that's what she become. And if she couldn't keep that same lifestyle after they broke up, it's not his fault and it's not her fault. It's just life. It's the paths you chose in life. So she said, my dad owes my mama this. She owes my mama that. Once they get a divorce, he owes your mama nothing. He owes you because you're his daughter, but he don't owe your mama anything. He doesn't owe your mama anything. I'm sorry. Y'all can say what you want. We can agree to disagree. But if I'm dating somebody and I bust my ass to become an actor, and then all of a sudden I marry you and we break up and you think I'm supposed to keep you in a home, you got me fucked up. So you don't need to date me then. Because if we break up and I decide to take my home and keep it moving, you don't need to date me because I don't owe you nothing. We broke up. You don't know why we broke up. It could have been cheating. It could have been lies. It could have been abuse. I don't owe you nothing. That's your life. This is my life. And when we separate, what's mine is mine. I worked hard for this. So anyway, I'm going to take care of my child when we break up, but I'm not going to take care of you. So anyway, and so when I was watching the girl talk, because I just like to watch people and I like to see how people speak on things, the girl was just, it sounded like she was speaking on stuff that her mom put into her. And a lot of parents will do that when you break up with your husband or whatever. Your daddy ain't no good. He ain't this. I can't stand your daddy, or I can't stand your mama. She ain't nothing but just complaining and nagging. And it seemed like the daughter was just saying things that the mom placed on her. Like, you owe my mama this. She's supposed to do this for my mama. You didn't get this from my mama. Like, I was listening to what she was saying. I don't care about these comments, child. People could judge me, whatever. I don't give a damn about these comments. They have their opinion. I have mine. And so the daughter was upset about that. But the daddy said he was trying to come back and take care of her, right? But she was like, he wants me to just sit here and love him right away. You don't have to love him right away. But when you want somebody to come back in your life, I understand you're hurting. I get that you're hurting. But if the man is coming back now, don't fight back with anger. What I said on Messy Monday is they need to both sit down. She shouldn't have came on Instagram. She shouldn't have came on TikTok. She shouldn't have did all that stuff. They should have just sat down. Hear your daddy out. Hear why he left. Hear why he left. Hear why he couldn't be around and why he just whatever. He needs to hear how he hurt you and what he did to you, and y'all fix it. But to come online and call him an asshole and say this and say that just to embarrass him is just as wrong. I'm sorry, and y'all can't make me believe that. Embarrassing somebody because you're hurt is just as wrong when they're trying to fix where they fucked up, because all of us go through bullshit in life. All of us do. We all go through situations. We all go through everything. Some of us run away. Some of us work through it. Some of us are strong. Some of us aren't. So, but if you want him to come back, but then you're nagging and nagging and nagging and tugging, then it's just not gonna work. It's not going to work. And I don't care what nobody say. He was hurting then. She is hurting now. They're both hurting, and they need to help each other heal. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care how you say it, because I've seen people in this situation that fixed it in the way that it should be fixed. To my viewing, my cousin went through the same shit. I'm not saying his name and shit, but my cousin went through the same, because somebody's like, Zoe, you can't speak on it if you never been through it. I haven't been through it, but I've seen a lot of people who have gone through that situation. My cousin had a wife. He had 3 kids. They did not work. She ended up taking the kids over here. He wanted to be in their life, but she was not letting him be in their life. But he wanted to, so he was sending money, whatever the case may be. They thought their daddy didn't love them. They was like, oh, my daddy don't love me, blah, blah, blah. They really thought that their dad didn't love them. But my cousin loved his children. He wanted to be around his children, but she was not letting him do that. She took them all the way across state, and he wanted to be there. So his kids started forming anger towards their daddy, hate towards their dad, and he really fucking cared. But then as soon as they got older, the oldest one came and he met up with us and everything like that, and my cousin spoke to him and all that, and he listened. They listened to each other. They understood. He's like, well, daddy, why weren't you here? Why weren't this? Why wasn't that? And they talked. And granted, he still had hurt. Granted, he didn't love his dad right away and, didn't accept him right away. But it started to build, because you have to hear everything, understand everything, what people went through, why they decided to just say whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they fixed it. Now, the other 2, they still on mama's side, child. And until they decide to, in their self, be like, let me hear daddy out, then it'll work. Just like my other friend who was adopted. His parents put him in foster care when he was little. Then when he got older, he started looking for his parents or whatever the case may be. And then he found them and he was like, why did y'all put me in foster care? Like, he was hurt. Why did y'all put me in foster care? Why didn't y'all love me? Why didn't you want to be me? But he did not all of a sudden go on internet and Instagram and say, fuck you, you piece of shit, you asshole, you supposed to do this and you did that. No, it's just like, I'm not saying everybody's the same, but when you really want to let go of that trauma and you really want to let go of that hurt, you can't go at it with the same energy that you felt that person came at you with. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just a different type of person. Just like when people do all that, forgive and not forget shit. If I forgive you, I'm letting everything go. Somebody said, exactly, he owes his child. Yes, if I forgive you, I'm letting everything go. That's why I never tell somebody I forgive you if I don't 100% forgive you. I'm not saying it. Because if I'm still going to think about it, if I'm still going to bring it up, I'm not forgiving you. That's what keeps us different from God himself. It's because when God forgives people, he honestly forgives you. He doesn't, you can go do whatever in life. And if you sit down if you're in jail, or if you if you don't rob people 20,000 times, you'll even forgive a murderer, even though it says thou shalt not kill. But if you sat there and got your life together in Christ in that jail, and you honestly and wholeheartedly said, God, forgive me for my sins, I really give myself to you, God will forgive you. And that's just crazy. That's the only thing that keeps us from people. He don't hold nothing against us. We have sinned and sinned and sinned and sinned and sinned and sinned. Every day we wake up, we sin. You may not think you sinning, but lying, jealousy, lust, shacking, all that stuff is sinful, but we still want to act like we holier than thou than somebody else because we didn't do what they did. No, because no, you can't fight that. You when you're trying to mend something and you're trying to mend hurt, you have to go in there with the open heart, and you have to go in there understanding that this may not be what I want to hear my daddy say right now. And when her daddy told her I was an actor and I can't be like other daddies, that's what he told her. He said, I'm an actor and I can't be like other daddies. And me being in the field that I'm in now, it is busy. You will wake up at, when I was on Wild 'N Out, you will wake up at 6 in the morning, not get done to 10 o'clock at night. Then by the time you get done, you got to go to the after parties because now they done booked y'all to the after parties. Then you got to wake up the next day, go do an interview. Then you got to turn around, go to the next state this day. So it's like you're busy. Then if you're dealing with a divorce and this, it's just, I can't be there for you. And she was like, I will always have to go drive to see him. That should have been the time that the mom sat down and said, me and your daddy aren't seeing eye to eye, but your daddy's busy. He loves you. You know, I don't know. It's the parents' fault for not communicating properly to their child the older she got. But I never said she was wrong for having hurt. I never said she was wrong for not feeling a certain way. I said she was wrong for coming on the internet bashing her father, but then you're still asking him to love you and be a father. How do you expect him to be a father when you're on the internet calling him an asshole, when you're saying fuck this and you should have did that, and it's just not gonna work. People have feelings too. Even if he didn't do what you expected him to do, he has feelings and you have feelings. And you both need to sit down and listen to each other. That is what I said. Let go of your hurt, baby. To the people who were mad at me, let go of your hurt. Let go of your hurt. You got to let go of your hurt so you can grow. You got to let go of your hurt so you can build. Whatever trauma that you went through is making you hate other people who do that to other folks. Let go of your hurt so then when you talk to somebody else who's hurting, you can help them. Don't hurt them right along with you. Help the hurt folks. Don't hurt them because you hurt. Help them. Anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, how's everybody day? What are you girls doing? What's the tea? What's the kiki? What's the caca, girl? What's going on, honey? A bitch is chilling. She's about to go to the post office and mail off her bills because, you know, it is the first. Well, it was the first. And you got into the 6th to mail your stuff off, Miss Mom. It's so hot in this car. That's why I'm glad me and my family, we're building on trying to communicate and listen to each other. Because my mom, what were we talking about the other day? We were talking about I can't say this part, but we were talking about something and it was dealing with another family member. And I told her why my family member felt a certain way about their family because she said their family never showed her like love. And she was like, so that's why she said her family showed her, you know, how to show love through money, through giving, but not through emotions. And she said that's what she wants to make sure she gives her children. So that's what I was talking to my mom about on Christmas. And so then my mom was like, well, that's why I always ask y'all, what did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong? My mom was like, that's why I always ask y'all, did I do something wrong or was I not good enough? And I was like, no, mama, you were good enough. I said, you and daddy were perfect. I said, but the only thing I wish we would have did more as a family is I wish we would have communicated more. Like, we didn't really, I knew my mom loved me. I knew my dad loved me. I knew my brothers and sisters, we loved each other. But the one thing I wish we would have did growing up in the house was like communicate, like talk, have like, you know, family night, game night, a bonding moment. We were all so independent and strong. Like, my brother, very independent, strong, smart, knew his grades. I was too. Like, we all had that, I don't know the right word to say. My brother said it on Christmas, but I just wish we had that sit down and like, oh brother, how was your day? What you doing? What's going on? What you in here doing? You want to play the game together? Sister, let's go ride our bikes. Like, we were so independent, but we loved each other. And that's the only thing I wish we would have done more, was communicate. Because I look at some people and their families, and I'm just like, oh my God, they have like the tightest bonds. That's why y'all really never see my brother and sister in my videos or anywhere. Not because we don't love each other. We fucking love each other. But because I was raised now. I wasn't raised, but the type of household I was in, it's just like, it's weird if I have my sister at the club with me, or it's weird if my brother come over to my house when my friends are there. When really it's not weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm not used to it. So what my brother and our family are trying to do now is fix that now. But I'm just like, I'm so like, that's why I'm like that in my relationships. I'm like, give me my space. Leave me alone. And then when I'm ready to be all cuddled and lovey-dovey, I will. Put my space, mind your business, but I love you. Good morning, what's up? Call me when you get to where you're going. Like, we were that communicative, but like, as far as personally, no. But like, let me know when you get there. Call me when you leave. I love you. Have a good day. Was like that. But so we're trying to fix that now. Cause you know, life is short and people are dying so sporadically now that it's just like, you don't want to have missed moments with family over because I was raised like this, or because I don't believe that, or oh, I'm hurt so I don't want to forgive. Like, I don't like that. That's why when I'm so big on when people say, you know, like, I don't like when I meet these hood guys, they be like, I'll fuck my daddy, he a deadbeat. I just be like, no, reach out. You never know. Maybe his dad was and he didn't know how to be a dad. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hold stuff against people. Learn somebody else's hurt and listen. You're hurting too, but the same way you hurt, somebody else hurts. Because like my dad, my brother and us were talking about this, and we said this is probably why we really didn't have communication in the house like that, is because my dad's dad died when he was like, you know, he really wasn't raised around his dad. So that's probably why he didn't really know how. My dad was a great father though, but that's probably why he didn't really know how to like communicate, because he was so busy being the man for his sisters, his grandmother, and his mom, because, you know, he had to do it at a young age. So he really didn't get to understand how to like love and talk. Cause like when we ask my dad questions like, you know, like the lovey-dovey stuff, he'll just like, yeah, all right, I'm good. Daddy, you know, like, how do you feel about this? Oh, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because his dad passed away. So he, you know, it's a lot. So you have to learn people. You have to just learn people and their problems and the traumas they went through, and instead of just hating somebody for something. I don't know. I'm just different. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I always give praise to my mama and daddy for raising me not to judge people, not to like look at you and say, oh, this is your flaw. This is like, my parents never judged anybody. Like, some people are like, how your mama didn't know you was gay? I don't like that word, but how your mama didn't know this is because my mom don't judge people. She don't judge people. And she was a tomboy. My mama has been so masculine all her life, but she like niggas. She like dick. But she was always a tomboy. So she never really like judged folks, you know? And then one, because her dad was a pastor, then his mama was a pastor, and it was just a lot. So I don't know. You gotta let kids die from themselves out there. They got to hear about. Yes, like, it's just, I don't know. But, I don't know. I don't know. So, people just be so quick to hate somebody when they just hear a story that they've been through. So, like, let's say you've been through domestic violence, right? And somebody who hasn't been through it is trying to tell you something. Well, you ain't been through it. You don't understand. Well, like I said, sometimes when you go through something, you don't see where you got lost or where you got messed up because you were going through it. That's why, like, when somebody's looking in on a relationship, I don't love that person. I ain't sleeping with them. I don't love them. I don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about them. So that's why it's always good to get an outside opinion. That's why I feel people do go to counselors, because counselors and therapists aren't going to judge you. They don't know you and they don't know that person. All they can go by is what you tell them. But that's why when you go to a therapist, if you really want help, you have to tell everything. Yo fuck up, they fuck up, yo problems, their problems, yo issues. Don't hide shit, because you ain't gonna get shit fixed. You gotta be 100% transparent and open and real, because now you're gonna only just get shit you wanna hear and not what you need to hear. And I'm that friend who's gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear. And then that other part that also lets you understand it's okay to feel the way you feel. It's okay to go through what you're going through. But if you want to get out of this or you want a change, this is what needs to happen. And you may not like me for a minute and you might get mad, but when it's all said and done, you're going to be like, damn, you was right. Because I just really, I don't know. I don't know. I like to hear both sides. And if one of the sides just ain't, when I really feel like I said, the daddy was wrong for just giving up and not looking for the daughter and doing whatever. And the daughter is wrong for now taking her. She's not wrong for being angry, but to want him back in your life, but then take your anger out on him is wrong. It's okay to be mad. It's okay. But when you want a change, you have to let that anger go so y'all can work it out. Period. And a lot of y'all may not agree with me now. It is okay. I'm still gonna go to bed by myself. I'm still gonna go to bed by myself. I'm still gonna wake up tomorrow by the grace of God. I'm still gonna be me. So you can be mad. You can not agree. But I'm still gonna be okay. Let me go take this in the post office, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. Communion amongst each other. Okay. You better quit. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Sorry. I'm back. Okay. Hey, how y'all doing? Okay. All right. Oh my God, are y'all still? I don't know where we are in the conversation because my Instagram live be so slow. It be so slow. But yeah, like I said, it's okay to, like I just saw somebody's comment. It's okay to express your hurt. It is okay. But if you want to build with your dad again, expressing your hurt publicly just to embarrass him because you're hurt and you want to hear people agree with you, that's just not the way to go. If you really want a true healthy fix, that's not the way to go. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to agree with me, but that's like me going live. That's like me going live with my baby daddy if I was a woman, right? That's like me going live with my baby daddy and I say, fuck him, he a deadbeat, sorry ass nigga. He get on my motherfucking nerve, don't do shit, weak ass bitch. All you do is sit your stupid ass at home, all fuck ass, dumb ass, stupid bitch. Like, if I do that, but then now, just because I want people to agree and bash him because I'm mad at him, because I'm hurting, and I bash him like that. And then I want him to still turn around and be with me and be a good baby daddy. That's not good. Like, how do you think that's going to make him feel now? Like, you just really sat here and did all, I just pinched myself. You did all of this and now you want me to really just give you all of me? Like, I didn't explain that good, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's just, if it's okay to hurt, you can express that to him privately. Like saying, Daddy, you pissed me off. You was an asshole. Where the fuck have you been? You shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? That's private. And that's, and if he's a real dad, he's gonna understand her hurt. He's gonna understand if he's truly trying to come back and be a father, he's going to understand her hurt. And he's gonna listen. And he's gonna let her express that. And he's not gonna cut her off. But if you went live and said all that about me, I'm just gonna be like, well, I should have just stayed away. I should have stayed away. Fuck what I was going through. Fuck, you know, how your mama made me feel, and it was hard, and I just wasn't man enough to take all of that, or not man, strong enough to take all that. Fuck all that. But we were both hurt. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm finna drop it. I'm finna get off. Because people are gonna think the way they think. And you can't make people change the way they think, because that's why we're all individual people and have our own mindsets. But I just wish this world was had more feelings for everybody in situations. When it needs that type of feeling. Now, if you kill somebody, I'ma just be like, ooh, you know, I hate that you gotta go to jail and all that stuff, but you gotta go. But I hate you ruined your life. Like, I would never hate somebody, but I'll be like, you ruined your life. That's fucked up, you know? But I'm not going, I would never wish death penalty on nobody. Like, I don't see how people be like, death penalty, they deserve it. I could never do that. I just can never do that. I can't wish the death penalty on anybody. I'd rather you sit in jail and think of prison and think about what you did. Like, what you did, and hopefully you get yourself together before you pass away in there. But I'm not gonna wish no death on you. That's not my place. I don't have that control, and I don't have that power, and I don't want that power. So yeah, I'm just, you know, I don't know. To each their own. You are who you are, and I am who I am. And I know I just want God to continue to bless me in my life with the way that I think. And when we go through this life, we're never going to be perfect, but we're supposed to strive to be Christ-like. Now, I don't know what you believe in. You might believe in science or, astrology or, whatever you believe in, and that's your life. But what I believe in is we're supposed to strive to be Christ-like, and those ways and getting mad at folks and bashing folks is just, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I just want him to continue to bless me. And you can't be blessed out here with hate in your heart and malice and oh, I'm sorry, baby. You just can't be blessed. You can't expect blessings and love and all that with all that stuff going on. You just can't get it like that. You just can't get it like that. Oh my God, why is this so tight? Okay, well, I am at my destination. I don't know where we are in this chat because my chat be so slow. But hopefully y'all got to hear everything I said. I'm gonna walk in with this just so y'all can hear the end, and then I'm gonna get out. Oh. They say they talking about single moms now. Y'all so loud. Oh my God, y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy. I told you, people will take their hurt and put it on all that other stuff. All right, y'all. Well, let me get ready to go. I'm gonna walk inside this store. I don't know where y'all are at in the video, but hopefully y'all got to hear everything I said. But I love y'all. Have a good day. Be amazing. I'm not upset with anybody. We all can have our own opinions. So, love y'all.